Hey everybody, it's Nancy Jones. I just wanted to give you a quick update on how my journey is going in entrepreneurship. As you know, several weeks ago I gave 2 weeks notice to my job, a very good job, and I left a good job for a great purpose. What is my purpose? My purpose is to be a convener, to bring people together for the good of the community and for the good of the individual person. I'm a certified life coach, and I'm also a community relations consultant. I'm really excited about one of my biggest clients that I acquired shortly after making the decision to leave my job. And I just wanted to share with you something that I realized. All of the skills that I learned on my job at the City of Orlando are coming in handy for me as a consultant, as an entrepreneur. You have to pay attention to where you are and why you are where you are. Even though it may be uncomfortable on the job, wherever you are, even if it's a job that you hate, you have to think, what does God want me to learn while I'm here? Because you're not there for no reason. Even if it feels like it's the worst job in the world, there's something that God wants you to learn from that before you go to the next level. So I wanted to get to acknowledge 4 women that really sharpened me into who I am as a professional and pushed me to the next level as a woman. And they're all 4 white women that I worked with at the City of Orlando. One, her name is Michelle. She's the director. One's name is Susan. She was assistant director. Cindy was my direct supervisor. And April was another manager that wasn't really over me, but she was in our department. So from Michelle, I learned how to look at problems as opportunities and think of creative ways to spin a negative into a positive. She was extremely brilliant. Susan was a people person. Everybody loved her. She had this southern charm that was irresistible, and she had the ability to retain large amounts of information for a very, very long time. We called her Encyclopedia Harris. I called her the Google search engine because she knew everything. She was well-read, well-researched, and she didn't forget anything. Cindy was extremely technical, extremely detailed. And she challenged me because I have not been known to be a detail-oriented person. I just kind of, fly by the seat of my pants and do what feels good and more of a visionary, creative type. But she was very technical, very detailed, and she challenged me in that area and helped me grow. And April, and I shared this with all of them on my last day at work, April, who was the communications manager, she was... what I noticed about her the most was that she was extremely calm and level-headed under pressure. And if anybody knows what it's like to manage events, it's very stressful, it's chaotic. There will be people running around pulling their hair out, and she would be calm and just say, listen, it'll be fine, just do this, do that, and let's go. And I always admired all of these things about all of these women, and I'm learning now as an entrepreneur that I am using all of these things that I learned from them on my job. I also learned, working with the City of Orlando, how to do public speaking, how to network with people, really heavy-hitting people, politicians and movers and shakers in Orlando. When I first started, I was very nervous about speaking in front of people, but it was a part of my job, so I had to fake it till I made it. So I would get up in front of a group of 60 people that I didn't know, and I would pretend that I was not nervous. Or better yet, I would take all of that nervous energy and turn it into excitement. I don't know if you realize this, but when you're nervous, your body does the same thing when you're nervous as it does when you're excited. Your palms get sweaty, your heart beats fast, you may get the tremors, you can't think straight. All of that happens when you're excited too. All you have to do, like my old director says, turn it into a positive. Instead of admitting to yourself that you're nervous, just tell yourself, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. And so I would start all of my presentations by saying, I'm really excited to be here, because I knew they saw all of the body language I had that was a little bit anxious. But when I said I'm excited, then they looked at me and said, oh, she's just really, really energetic and excited. And before I knew it, every time I spoke, I really was excited, and I was never nervous again. And now when I speak in front of hundreds of people, I'm not nervous because I made myself practice, I pushed myself to be uncomfortable, and I turned a negative into a positive. So I hope this inspires somebody today. If you're on a job that seems like it's completely pointless, really, really reach out to God and pray and ask Him to open your eyes to show you why you're there, what lesson you need to learn there before you leave, so that when it's time for you to make that next step, you'll be prepared spiritually and emotionally. Okay, guys, it is Monday. I hope you have a good one. Bye.